2024 MEIJI YASUDA J1 LEAGUE 23rd game. FC Tokyo versus Albirex Niigata. The match officials and players are coming up.
Tokyo's National Stadium on one of the J-League special Kokuritsu days to showcase what Japanese football is all about. A crowd maybe in excess of 50,000 to see local club FC Tokyo take on Albirex Niigata. The warmest of welcomes from me, match commentator Dan O'Hagan. It's nights like this which remind not just Japan, but the watching world just how far in its 31 years the J-League has come. These special showcase Kokuritsu days in Tokyo's vast national stadium attract crowds by the tens of thousands. Passion, colour, noise to match any other league on the planet. Now it's up to FC Tokyo and Albirex Niigata to deliver a show worthy of this special stage. Well, the fans all holding up their lights to welcome the two teams for this game tonight. 7 p.m. local time in Tokyo as FC Tokyo take on Albirex Niigata on this J-League Matchday 23. Well, Niigata in their changed white for this one tonight. And they're a team in the table's lower half. FC Tokyo's ambitions are higher at the table. And before kick-off here, there'll be bouquets to the two home players who are Olympics bound, goalkeeper Brandon Taishi Nozawa and also their midfielder Oyotaro Araki, who will head off to Paris with Japan and the Olympic Games in the coming days. Japan taking an 18-man squad, all under 23, no overage players called up for Japan for the Olympic Games. And Nozawa will keep goal for the Japanese team in those Paris Olympics. But tonight's focus is on the J1 League and these two clubs on the 23rd match day of the Japanese Championship. It is some stage and some setting for this one tonight. In FC Tokyo's goal, the Olympics-bound Taishi Brandon Nozawa. From the cup loss to J2 Jeff United, only Tepe Oka is retained. In midfield, two Albirex Old Boys face their former club in Takehiro Ko and Kei Koizumi. Keita Endo's inclusion, the one change from the last game in J1 for FC Tokyo. Last Saturday's last gasp 3-2 loss away to Kashiwa Reysol. From that team, only Kota Tawatsumida drops out from the team who start this one this evening. Well, the team for coach Peter Klimowski for this game for FC Tokyo. Atmosphere before this one is tremendous inside the National Stadium. Officials led on field today by the referee Atsushi Kamimura. Assistants Yosuke Takebe and Tatsuya Fujisawa. In charge of VAR today, we have in the booth Yusuke Araki, assisted by Takeshi Asada for this game. With Koji Kojima injured in goal again, it's Koto Abe for Albirex Niigata. And from their 6-1 loss in the cup to J2 leaders Vivara Nagasaki, a total of 9 changes. Hiroki Akiyama is the only outfield survivor from that game on Wednesday. Motoki Nagakura's return to fitness has been timely, as are the goals of Kaito Taniguchi, who scored in 3 successive J1 League matches for the first time in his top division career. That defeat in midweek 6-1 to Vivara Nagasaki, their heaviest cup defeat for some 19 years against the current J2 league leaders. Peter Klamovski, the Australian head coach of FC Tokyo. Today, in all competitions, by the way, his 50th game with the club in all competitions. Rikizo Matsuhashi leads Niigata. He was in charge of their second-tier promotion 2 years ago. These Kokurutsu days, always special occasions in the National Stadium. Huge crowd, great noise. Underway we are here in this one between FC Tokyo and Albirex Niigata. Defender here is Thomas Deng for Niigata. With 4 caps for Australia's Socceroos. It's Akiyama. Ball back here with goalkeeper Abe, who's let in 10 goals in a week in all competitions in just 2 matches. Number 1, Koji Kojima, injured for Niigata. It was certainly for both teams a bruising midweek with defeats to second-tier teams in the Emperor's Cup, the Japanese National Cup competition. FC Tokyo a home loss in extra time to second division Jeff United of Chiba. Away here by Taniguchi, who scored goals in his last 3 league matches, given a rest from the start in that midweek cup game. Both made wholesale changes for their cup matches on Wednesday. Here's Yusuke Kimoto, who became a father for the 3rd time this week to a baby boy. Tokamoto, all in the arms here now of goalkeeper Abe. As I say, it's been a tough week for him. 10 goals shipped in 2 games. Their last league game last weekend was a home loss to Sagan Tosu by 4 goals to 3. FC Tokyo's last league game was a late defeat 3-2 last Saturday in added time to Kashiwa Reysol. There's Akiyama. The ball's been lost here. The chase on now for Keita Endo. And Endo's pull back. And the shot from range has been blocked away by Niigata. The game with a fast start, and on the front foot it's FC Tokyo so far, whose home form's been mixed so far. 4 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses in their home games. This, of course, is not their regular home stadium, or in the cavernous National Arena, the Kokuritsu Kyogijo. Deng, and the ball down the line here for Niigata towards the chasing Taniguchi. Made by Nozawa for FC Tokyo. Deng. Deng for Horigome. Endo. Akiyama. Well, no team have more possession than Niigata in the J1 League. On average, 57% possession in their league matches so far, despite their low league position. Maybe says they don't use the ball as well as they might do when they have it. Snake there by Kimoto. On the throw in is Taniguchi for Albirex Niigata. Horigome. Ryo Endo, who has a shot from a long way out. Take more points away than in their home games. Niigata, 15 points away, just 10 at home so far in the current J1 League season. Club have been a J1 regular really since their debut 20 years ago, just 5 years outside of J1 for them. On the return last year, a good 10th place finish under Matsuhashi, having been the J2 champions in 2022. Here's Deng. Komi. Back now to Akiyama. Akiyama for Horigome. Horigome for Akiyama. Endo. One change Endo from their last league match, that defeat last week, 4-3 at home to Sagan Tosu. Shimada. Akiyama. Covered here by Shuhei Tokumoto. Pressure though there by Fujiwara. Both teams back to full power in wake of those midweek changes from FC Tokyo's last league game. Just 2 alterations, just the one for Niigata. The chase on for Nakagawa. The ball picked up though here by Keita Endo. And the run a good one, and the finish outstanding. My goodness, what a goal by Keita Endo for FC Tokyo. All his own work. And his 3rd J1 goal this term is one for the photo album. And he scored twice in the home derby draw with Verdy Tokyo a few weeks back in April, and this goal is something outstanding. Well, here they celebrate Yosuke Kimoto's baby boy born in midweek with the rocking the baby celebration, but the goal scorer Keita Endo has produced a moment of magic on this Kokuritsu Day in the National Stadium. Begins the move here and then keeps on going. He was onside by a mile, and look at this. He cuts inside, and his thoughts here are to take it on, which he does absolutely wonderfully. Keita Endo with a special goal on this special day for the J-League. Thing of beauty, 1-0 FC Tokyo. On 6 minutes, a stunner. Kimoto, their new father, there his teammates to celebrate the birth of his latest child. Fujiwara. Thomas Deng. All for Niigata, the worst possible start. It's been, as I say, a tough week for them. Cup defeat, and before that, their league loss last weekend at home to Sagan Tosu. Here's Nakagawa. Nakagawa's ball. Now it's come to Kei Koizumi for FC Tokyo. On to Endo again. Endo for Tokumoto. Ball just run away there from Diego Oliveira. Brazilian with 5 goals so far in this season's J1 League. Fujiwara. Endo for Deng. Deng, Kenyan-born as a South Sudanese refugee. He, as I say, there has got caps for Australia at senior level, 4 in total for the Socceroos. There's Endo. Endo towards Nagakura. Keita Endo came back to the Japanese game from Union Berlin in Germany in January. Didn't really make his mark there, but certainly back in the J-League has proven an excellent acquisition by FC Tokyo. There's Nakagawa, and back here with Nozawa for the home club. Oka. He's a rookie, really, only today his 5th ever J1 start. Endo. Played by the other Endo, Rio Endo for Albirex Niigata. We do have a poor record here. Haven't won here in Tokyo versus FC Tokyo for the thick end of 10 years. That's Oka. And again, Endo, who's begun the game really brightly. Keita Endo's cross. Looking here for Anzai. The Horigome for Albirex Niigata. Their 6 wins, 4 have come away from home this season in the J1 League for Albirex Niigata. Club from the west coast of Honshu. Shirai. Now the chase on for Anzai. Flags up here for the foul though against Soma Anzai. In his first season really is a regular for FC Tokyo. A super start made by the home club. Those changes made by both clubs from their cup defeats in midweek. It's much more like their regular starters for both teams this evening. Kick-off at 7 p.m. Tokyo time. This is Rio Endo for Albirex Niigata. This is Hasegawa. Hasegawa still. Back out to Horigome, who was caught there too by Nakagawa. Nakagawa, the player who fouled there twice, a J1 League winner with his old club Yokohama F. Marinos. A foul and free kick here, it'll be Yuto Horigome. As coach Klimowski gets clarification there from referee Kamimura. So Horigome's free kick for Niigata. Back to Thomas Deng. Fujiwara. Then by Abe. Mitigation for their 6-1 cup loss in midweek. They did have a player sent off early on in that loss to the J2 leaders Vivara Nagasaki on Wednesday. The red card for Danilo Gomez in that defeat in midweek. 6-1 though, their biggest cup loss for 19 years. The chase here is the informed Taniguchi. Never scored 3 successive J1 League matches in his career. He's done that for the first time. And again, the goal today from Keita Endo. He just bends the ball away from Abe here with a terrific finish. 4th goal of the season in all competitions for him. I did mention how Niigata bossed the ball, just 29% possession so far for Tokyo in the game's first 12 minutes. Very much under Matsuhashi. Niigata's style is to retain the ball, work possession, but as I say, with it, don't make too many chances or score too many goals. This is Teppei Oka for Shuhei Tokumoto. Kimoto. Anzai away from one. And now finds Endo. Not again, surely. It's Endo still. And Endo this time with a cross which I think comes back off himself. Just 1 goal in 20 in the Bundesliga for Union Berlin. Didn't really make his name at the Stadion an der Alten Försterei in Köpenick. No doubt second-tier Eintracht Braunschweig for a spell in Germany. His 1 goal came in a win over Bochum in his first season. Made by Koto Abe. Comes on here now to Taniguchi for Komi. Oh, it's Ko. Both Ko and this man Koizumi, former Niigata players, the 2 midfielders in there for FC Tokyo. Here's Nakagawa. Oka for Tokumoto. It's the third game in a week for FC Tokyo. It's been a case of keeping players fresh, in the words of Coach Klimovsky. Also changes for that cup game, but today retaining 10 of the players from their last league game when they lost in the 94th minute last week to Kashiwa Reysol in a terrific game, 3-2. The weekend, 8th place of 20. 3 points off the top 5. FC Tokyo have been in recent years regular finishers in the top 10. Last season they're first outside the top 10 for 6 years. The ball comes the way here of Anzai, but the whistle's gone. We've had 15 minutes and FC Tokyo, the goal from Endo, the difference. Niigata do normally score. They've scored in their last 15 league games, in all competitions their last 21 matches. Here's Anzai for Kimoto. Nakagawa. Keita Endo. It will be a free kick against Yasuki Kimoto. Joined 2 years ago from Nogueira Grampus. Kimoto, the winner this season in May, away to Sagantosu. Horigome, the chase on for Hasegawa. FC Tokyo formed back in 1935 as the club of the gas company initially. Albirex Niigata's roots go back to 1955 themselves. It's Hasegawa brought down by Takehiro Ko. Says it's a special feeling to face his former team, but for him the mission, he says, is all 3 points this evening. Joined in the close season from Niigata. He was a star in the promotion from J2 2 years ago, named that season in J2's best 11 for the season. The free kick here, it will be Motoki Hasegawa. Joined this season from second tier Ventforet Kofu. His first career season in J1 for the number 14 here for Albirex Niigata. Can they work the dead ball here? Also there is Shimada. Put in by Hasegawa. Comes out towards Shimada. This is Horigome. Fujiwara for Komi. Keeper Koto Abe. Been the number 1 really for 3 years now, since their second tier days in 2021. Abe, they are missing the number 1 injured, Yosuke Koji Kojima. Here's Fujiwara to the very tidy and hard-running Akiyama. The 3 players have covered more ground than Akiyama in the current J1 season. He's run in the game so far the equivalent of 6 marathons in that midfield for Niigata. Is for them the number 6, really perpetual motion, really, Hiroki Akiyama. Here's Thomas Deng. Deng towards Hasegawa. Horigome. Taniguchi. Cross way over here. Couldn't find the run of Motoki Nagakura there, number 27 for Albirex Niigata. Back after a month out, Nagakura. On in that cup defeat for his comeback game on Wednesday. There is the head coach, Matsuhashi. Last season oversaw a very solid 10th place on the return to J1. one goal so far, a very special goal from Keita Endo for FC Tokyo. Midweek games for either team this week in cup competitions. They have a week off until they play again in J1. Way to Kashima Antlers next for FC Tokyo, and a trip to Cerezo Osaka for Albirex Niigata next in the J1 League. Here is Diego Oliveira with Horigome, won by Ko. Deng in the tackle is tough. Here now is Taniguchi. Akiyama. Yotakomi. Taniguchi, Hasegawa, and Ko gets it away. "20 gone at the National Stadium. There's the switch of play looking for Horigome. They find him as well here, the captain. Horigome's cross. Kept alive here by Komi. Shimada. Endo. Komi. Can you see that possession-based play of Albirex Niigata, but no real penetration from it. Here's Horigome. Now that last ball is misplaced. These Kokuritsu days, 13 of them across the J-League calendar, to showcase what the league's all about, the atmosphere, the colour, the noise of Japanese football. All here at the National Stadium, the Kokuritsu Kyojo. Third one so far to feature FC Tokyo. The crowd so far have been good. First one drew 49,000 when they beat Urawa Reds here, and the last one 52,000 when they overcame Kashima Antlers. So they've won their 2 games here so far this season, FC Tokyo. Akiyama's free kick. They could break the club's record, by the way, for a home game today, which is 56,000 fans. This is Ryo Endo for Thomas Deng. Akiyama for Fujiwara. Possession again, but what will come from it? Not much so far from Albirex Niigata. It's possession for possession's sake sometimes. Here's Horigome, who wins a free kick. Horigome for Deng. Taniguchi, made by Kimoto. And now it comes Nakagawa's way. That's a heavy tackle and a card coming here. The first caution of the game is shown the way of Ryo Endo for Albirex Niigata. And there's the defender's first yellow card of the current J1 League season, and it certainly left Nakagawa in a heap on the turf. So yellow card for this. Tackle by Endo. Referee's first caution in the game's 24th minute from Atsushi Kamimura. No, I think in truth, no real complaints at all can be had by Endo. His namesake with the only goal so far for FC Tokyo in this Very open game so far. FC Tokyo hail from the west of the Tokyo metropolis, from Chofu. One of 9 clubs in J1 from the greater Tokyo region. Almost half the league come from in or around Tokyo. It's Kimoto towards Endo. Made by Fujiwara. With a header from Oka, chased down here, but Nozawa is out to clear. Number 1 since May, really, Nozawa, since the 2nd red card of the season for Go Hatano. Hatano was sent off in the game with Kashiwa Reysol, and since then they've put their faith very much in young Nozawa, 21. Before the game got that bouquet to say farewell before he goes off to join the Olympic party in Paris. Abe for Horigome. Albirex Niigata began a point ahead of where they were at the exact same point in the return to J1 last season. Went on to finish in 10th place. They've been twice J2 champions. They've never won a major honour at the top level. FC Tokyo currently 3 places and 4 points ahead of where they were in the last season. Here's Nakagawa towards Anzai. Good defensive cover there from Thomas Deng. Ryotaro Oraki, the other player who's off to the Olympics with Nozawa. It's Deng's clearance. FC Tokyo's J1 best was runners-up 5 years ago to their neighbours Yokohama F. Marinos. Corrects in the top division, never above 6th place. That was 17 years ago as well. The best ever J1 finish. It's Horigome. Covered by Kimoto. Zawa. To Diego Oliveira. Now Nakagawa. Soma Anzai now for FC Tokyo. What can he do in possession? Anzai. Given away. This is Nagakura. Endo for Soya Fujiwara. Again, happy to have the ball, but it's all in their own half here, really. Not much coming from this possession for Niigata. Deng. Hasegawa. Up to Yota Komi. Needs that killer pass, that penetration from somewhere here for Albirex Niigata. Possession all well and good, but nothing coming from it still. Here's Deng again on the ball. Here's Deng. It's on to Horigome. Possession 60-40 Niigata. Here's Taniguchi. The possession is given away. It's going to be a foul as well here. Get the impression too, FC Tokyo happy to let them have the ball because they are containing that possession so far. Team has played more passes than Niigata in the league. They have the highest average possession too, as I mentioned earlier. All well and good, but has to come from that possession, at least chances and goals. That's what they struggle to make, really. 9 clubs have had more shots than they have. They are the 10th highest scorers too in J1, so possession really not enough to make a real impact on the J1 table for them. Here's Diego Oliveira for FC Tokyo. It's Shirai. Now Kimoto. Nakagawa. Given away here, it's Akiyama. Now some space for Komi to work in. Komi for Niigata. One by Ko. There goes Fujiwara. The cross for Taniguchi. Wouldn't fall for Komi. Here is Taniguchi on the turn, blocked away. And now the chase on again for Endo for FC Tokyo here. He'll make inroads once more. With Nakagawa. Endo still looks for Diego Oliveira, but in steps Thomas Deng here for Albirex Niigata. A watchable first half hour has gone by so far. Kaito Taniguchi. Zuru Shimada. Akiyama. These days all about showcasing the J1 League, and today's game certainly has been a good one so far for that. That last attack for Niigata, the ball came the way initially for the long-range shot, which then broke in turn for Taniguchi. It's a good block too by Kimoto. Really a case of handball, the arms very much in a natural position there from defender Kimoto. You can see behind there the huge support who've come from Niigata to support Albirex today. The J1 League always has impressive away support. Koizumi for Ko. Given away here to Taniguchi. There's away fans with around a 9-hour round trip to get here by car. Never doubt the passion of the support in the J1 League. This is Endo for Deng. Shimada. Taniguchi. Endo. That's a good ball for Yota Komi. The cross put away here for the flag, a corner here for Albirex Niigata. Began the weekend on 25 points from their 22 matches, 6 wins, 7 draws, 9 defeats. To say though, they take more points away than in their home games in this season's J1 League. They have a corner here in the game's 33rd minute. It's been a better spell these last 5 minutes maybe for Niigata. Corner taken in his 150th league match for the club by Zuru Shimada. Drawn from their midweek conquerors Vivan and Nagasaki 5 years ago. Career spent in bulk in J2 really, Shimada. And he's on the corner here for Niigata. Shimada on the corner. In swinger, but much too high. Another key player in their promotion 2 years ago, Yuzuru Shimada. 33 and has never scored a goal in J1. Here's Shirai. Given away. Horigome. Koizumi. Taniguchi. Endo. Fujiwara. Ball given away by Oka. And now Komi. And Komi's cross towards Taniguchi, lurking here. Control was superb. Taniguchi still. Here comes Shirai here with a burst, has Endo in support. But still here Shirai from right back to left wing. Endo. Back to Koizumi here for FC Tokyo. Tokamoto. Oka. A single save to make really so far for this man Nozawa. Kimoto. Picked up by Taniguchi for Albirex Niigata. Akiyama. Fujiwara. Sagawa, the ball read here by Kimoto. Away now comes Nakagawa for FC Tokyo. Was he caught there in the challenge? He was. A card again coming here. Nakagawa, the player, caught, and not for the first time he has drawn a yellow card for an opponent. On this occasion it's the captain Yuto Horigome whose name is taken. Second caution of the season for Horigome. In J1, by the way, 4 yellow cards equates to a one-match suspension. Of the players out there today, only Fujiwara at risk of a ban with a yellow card today for either club. Yellow card then for Horigome. And a good noise for this one today, and a good game to watch as well, but just the one goal, that super early strike on 6 minutes from Keita Endo. So Kimoto's free kick. Koizumi. Now Ko. Endo. Tokamoto. A spell of possession for FC Tokyo, which doesn't happen too often. Much a direct team under Klimowski, who was the number 2 to Ant Postecoglou for a long time, both in Japan and with Australia. Today for Klimowski, he's in all competitions 50th game as head coach of FC Tokyo. It's a clever turn, and play will be called back, though the ball was out of play, I think, before it broke for Nagakura to run at FC Tokyo. Very much a revered coach with Niigata is Rikizo Matsuhashi. On the throw here, it's Shirai for FC Tokyo. Options here, Shirai. There's Anzai. Again, I imagine a crowd here certainly very close, or maybe over the 50,000 mark. Here's Kimoto. Misplaced ball there by FC Tokyo, so throw here for Albirex Niigata. They began the weekend only 4 points off the relegation places from J1. Horigome. Falls here to Komi. It's Akiyama. Fujiwara. Izumi for Nakagawa here for FC Tokyo. On the chase here, Diego Oliveira. Angle tight, and Deng makes sure the angle is prohibitive and blocks it away. Well, 5 league goals so far, 34 now, Diego Oliveira. Brazilian with spells in Qatar and South Korea's top divisions. Scored inside 2 minutes last week in that defeat to Kashiwa Reysol, his 5th league goal of the current J1 League season. On the corner, it'll be Shuhei Tokumoto, from a second-tier player with Fajano Okayama. Scored the winning goal at Shonan Bellmare this season, only his 2nd ever goal in Japan's top division. He's on this corner here for FC Tokyo. By Tokumoto, and the header from Oka. Did score his first ever senior goal last week in that defeat to Kashiwa Reysol. Shirai, clipped in by Ko. Will be a free kick offside here, the call against Yasuki Kimoto. Coming from the travelling support from Niigata. This is Endo. See their possession, no great surprise being bossed by the possession kings of the league, Niigata. Just above their average of the season of 57.7% possession. For a club so low down the table is a remarkable statistic, really, that they are the best team in possession of the entire J1 League. A yellow card here, by the way, to Kimoto, now moves on to 3 for the season, so 1 away from a ban for him. The tug back on Taniguchi, gives him the first FC Tokyo yellow card of the game. Deng. Shimada for Horigome. Hasegawa, little nudge there on Shirai. Bring a free kick for the home club. The team keep many clean sheets, 4 so far for FC Tokyo and 3 for Niigata. Shonan Bellmare have kept fewer clean sheets than Niigata this season. Before this game, they'd let in 3 more than their expected goals against. Data says they really should have done. Also, maybe a case of being too nice. They had kept before today's game, or made the fewest fouls of any team in J1. Albirex Niigata in the current season. Here now is Anzai. There is a player down here for FC Tokyo, maybe a knock on the head for Diego Oliveira. They do have a good comeback record there this season. They've taken 11 points from losing position so far, Niigata. Only 3 clubs are better. One of those, by the way, FC Tokyo in the current season. It's a warm day at kickoff. It was 28 degrees in the stadium pitch side. 7 p.m. local time kickoff in Tokyo. Certainly a very warm and muggy evening. So Horigome throwing in here for Albirex Niigata. Ball returned to home possession sportingly. Kimoto. Oka. Tokumoto for Keita Endo. Nakagawa. Shrugged aside. There's Nagakura. yet to really fashion a clear chance in the first half. Niigata, what can they do here? Here's Deng. Into Nagakura. Akiyama. Horigome. Hasegawa. Horigome, the Taniguchi. Akiyama again here for Niigata. It's Endo for Fujiwara. Nagakura. Still, all the way through those lines of FC Tokyo defenders, the cross in here towards Horigome is much too long. Into, by the way, 2 additional minutes into this first half now. Still the only goal early, 6 minutes in, from Keita Endo for FC Tokyo. But a very blunt attack so far from the away team, Albirex Niigata so far. Before today, they'd scored 30 goals in their league campaign, above their XG by 3 so far. Only 7 clubs had had more shots than they had before this weekend's matches. They've scored at least 1 goal in each of their last 21 games in all competitions, home and away. They've only failed to score twice away this season in defeats at Gamba Osaka and Jubilo Iwata. Not much at all today in front of goal in this first half from Albirex Niigata. Here is Hiroki Akiyama. To Thomas Deng. Endo. Deng for Horigome, who completely missed his kick there, the captain for Albirex Niigata. No start today for Yuto Nagatomo. Didn't start the Midweek Cup game, though. He is 37 now, 38 in September. Here's Shirai. Taniguchi for Nagakawa. Keeper's clearance is not the best. It does though reach a teammate here in Endo, but the whistle's already gone. Well, half-time, and on this special day for the J1 League, a special goal so far. Keita Endo, 6 minutes in for FC Tokyo. A really impressive strike to give the home club the lead, but so far from Niigata, not much at all to really say in their defence in front of goal. They've not yet forced a save from Nozawa in the FC Tokyo goal. So Keita Endo's goal, the difference so far in this one. And the home club right now in charge of this game at the halfway point. At the break, the score is FC Tokyo 1, Albirex Niigata 0.
fixture?
さあ幸せをシェアしよう。三菱電機。
熱中症大丈夫大丈夫。
あれ涼しい。うわ暑い。
昔より今の夏の方が断然暑い。
だから上手にエアコンを使ってね。外出時は日傘や帽子を忘れずに。
皆さんこんにちは。 FC 東京41番ザンタジブランドです。 FC 東京の本部が東京都からのお知らせです。東京都では赤サポで体の変化や生活など10代の健康について相談に乗っています。相談は電話、メール、対面で受け付けていますので、一人で悩んでいることをサポで聞かせてください。東京都からのお知らせでした。
体の変化に悩んでいて、
生理が辛いんだけど、
自分の体型のことで悩んでて、
従来の体に性の悩みは専門家に気軽に相談してね。東京2020大会で何が変わった？街中の電柱をなくしたり、街中の段差をなくしたり、他にもたくさんあります。東京2020レガシー。東京2020大会で何が変わった？ヘルプマークが全国共通に。ホームドアの設置などバリアフリー化を進めました。他にもたくさんあります。東京2020レガシー。
王子様を持って最強の競馬場襲来。巨大サーキットで大パニック。迫り来る世界の終わり。
これは未来からの攻撃だ。今度は俺が助けなきゃ。さあ旅立ちの時だ。よろしく未来の俺。行こう未来を取り戻しに。
待っていたぞスターリングガッチャ。
入場者特典はスペシャルライブ系に取り替え。前売り券好評発売中。
ここで三菱商事プレゼンツ前半戦ハイライトをご覧ください。
Now let's watch the first half highlights.
FC 東京では今シーズンのすべてのホームゲームにおきましてクラブオフィシャルパートナーである株
株式会社スタジアム観戦だけで満足せず、本日の試合もぜひダゾーンにてご視聴お願いします。
2024シーズン J リーグタイトルパートナーは明治安田。オフィシャルブロードキャスティングパートナーはダゾーン。トップパートナーはアイデム。ルートインホテルズ、イオン、ドコモ、コナミデジタルエンターテインメント、いちご、オフィシャルエクイプメントパートナーはアディダスジャパン、モルテン、スポーツ振興。パートナーは楽天グループ、オフィシャルテクノロジーパートナー
The second half will start soon. Let's hear your support.
Welcome back to Tokyo's National Stadium from me, match commentator Dan O'Hagan. At the break here, there are problems for Albirex Niigata. A goal down to FC Tokyo. An early superb hit from Keita Endo, the difference. We shall see if either coach makes a change for the second half. But certainly so far, Niigata have been second best by some distance, despite all their possession. Yet to make a single real chance to trouble Taishi Brandon Nozawa in goal for FC Tokyo. Two teams out for the second half. Another good crowd here on one of these Kokuritsu days, which are designed to showcase the J-League and maybe attract one or two fans who don't normally come to live football. Before the game there was a superb light show and singers, and all the fans were, when they came in, given filters for their torches on their mobile phones to produce a real light show before kick-off. On the field, a good open game as well here with, as I say, that single Keita Endo goal, the difference for FC Tokyo so far. And there he is, the scorer of the only goal of the game. And there before goalkeeper Nozawa heads off to the Olympic Games, not a single save to make so far in the game for him thus far. A goalkeeper who has been the number one since May, really, this season for FC Tokyo. And they will start the second half for us. So FC Tokyo will start the second half here. A goal up on Albirex Niigata. A single goal by Endo. What's been a pretty good game to watch so far, with FC Tokyo the ones who have really carried the fight. Knock here as well, in a problem for Horigome. The three players in the first half shown a yellow card by referee Kamimura. Club captain who's never scored a goal in J1 in his career, now 29, joining from hometown Consadole Sapporo 7 years ago. This is Taniguchi. Playing as a winger today, he's played as a centre-forward really in the last 3 games when he scored goals in successive J1 matches. There's Koizumi for Taniguchi. I do wonder when they will make a change here, Niigata. Certainly yet to really get their attacking going in this game. On screen now the two teams both back to their preferred league teams after a raft of midweek cup changes. Both losing to J2 teams in the Emperor's Cup. It's Fujiwara. Now to Endo for Thomas Deng for Albirex Niigata. They're clear by Shirai. Fujiwara. Support from Akiyama. Akiyama, Thomas Deng. Now Horigome. Akiyama, Yo Endo. Yota Komi. Komi for Niigata. And Komi's cross, oh, and the goalkeeper didn't get there, his defender did. Kimoto ahead of him. No harm done for FC Tokyo. And the first real indecision tonight by goalkeeper Nozawa here. It's a terrific cross by Yota Komi. And maybe a lapse in communication between defender and goalkeeper. Forced away in the end. It's on the throw here, Fujiwara for Niigata. Toki Nagakura has missed the last month with injury, came on as a sub in that cup defeat to Vivara Nagasaki on Wednesday. In the last league game today for Niigata, 2 changes. Home defeat 4-3 in a thriller to Saga Tosu last Saturday. As I say, they do tend to take more points away than in their own stadium this season. Header from Fujiwara. Saketa Endo. Deng. Only Arbe's 3rd game in the league in goal since their promotion in 2022. Akiyama. Now Ryo Endo for Soya Fujiwara. Space to work in as well here now for Shimada. Akiyama again for Albirex Niigata. Thomas Deng takes it over. Shimada didn't find a teammate. Another chase on for Nakagawa maybe. Not seen much in the second half of FC Tokyo's attacking threat. Very much content to sit back and soak up this possession again from Niigata. Akiyama. Hasegawa. It's Taniguchi. And the shot's on here! And what a chance it was! A player in wonderful recent form, but his first chance of today's game not taken by Kaito Taniguchi for Albirex Niigata. Got away there from Oka and couldn't quite get the bend or whip on the shot here to get the ball inside the post, but that is for Niigata their best chance made so far of the entire game. Seven league goals, 3 in his last 3 in J1. Deng's header clear. Hasegawa. Horigome for Endo. Wabe's touch was heavy. Shimada. He will stride to Deng here. Deng, great pass. In the centre, this is Nagakura. Nagakura in for Niigata. Didn't get the shot away, maybe Komi can. Komi blocked. Comes here for Shimada. Horigome. Cross too high. Kept alive here by Fujiwara. The best chance wasn't really taken there when Nagakura got clear. Maybe a touch of lack of sharpness given he's missed the last month with injury. It's Akiyama for Niigata, for Shimada. Hasegawa. It's better though from the away team in the second half. Hasegawa from range. This is a response, certainly, since half-time from Niigata. Not the last shot from Hasegawa. We know they normally score 15 successive league games. They've scored at least once in this season, Niigata. Cleared here by goalkeeper Nozawa. Deng's header a good one. It's Hasegawa. It's the 9th best defence, as well kept by Klimovsky's FC Tokyo in the current J1 League season. They've let in 2 more than their XG against, as they should have done. Only 4 clean sheets. That'll give some hope and belief to Niigata. So the fact they've this season taken 11 points from losing positions. There's Fujiwara for Endo. Thomas Deng. Horigome, Hasegawa. Shimada. Horigome. Kiyama. Zuru Shimada. Yuto Horigome. Can the ball be moved around well here by Albirex Niigata? It's Shimada. Chase on here for Nagakura. Made by Nozawa here for FC Tokyo, who are, you just sense here, happy to let them have the ball, knowing that so far they've not made much with it. Happy to sit back and absorb this possession. And when they can themselves break away, they do that. So their goal came about really in the first half from Endo. Base pass, it's been won back here. And it turns over again, Shimada. Little touch on here now. And now Niigata can look to make things happen themselves. Hasegawa. Back to Shimada. Nagakura. Horigome. It's Horigome again towards Hasegawa. Now the counter. Nakagawa for FC Tokyo has support behind here from Shirai. Nakagawa. Ball again won back well to the applause of the travelling support. Hasegawa into traffic. Stopped there by the former Niigata player who's hurt as well here, Takehiro Ko. The right knee is the issue here for Ko. And just maybe jarred it as he was in collision with Hasegawa. It's time to replace him really from second tier Vinfred Kofu. Ko back on his feet. Cool. Now Diego Oliveira for Keita Endo for FC Tokyo. The cross is a high one. Kept alive though here by Shirai towards Anzai. That's Tokumoto. It's the first real spell of the second half of the ball being inside the Niigata half for a lengthy spell. Back here with Nozawa. Teppei Oka. He made his J1 debut in May. This is his 5th J1 League start. The League and Cup, they've lost their last 2 here, FC Tokyo, in their home city. Of course, not here, this being the National Stadium. Cup defeat to second-tier Jeff United in extra time on Wednesday. Endo with goalkeeper Abe. Horigome away from Anzai, and that's a good-looking through ball here, and the chase is on. What can they do here? It's Hasegawa! He scored just once in the current season, Motoki Hasegawa, and he maybe shows why. Lack of composure on the finish, which he blazes high over the top. Was well closed down though by the backtracking Oka here, the young defender. They are now at least in the second half, Niigata making chances. This is going to be given the way of FC Tokyo. Still just a 1-goal game. We're going to see Yuto Nagatomo coming on. I think that'll be to just add experience out there, because they are showing in the second half a rather worrying trend of letting Niigata back into the game here, FC Tokyo. Nagatomo, we know, is a player of enormous pedigree, advancing in years. And actually come on to replace Tokomoto in the left-back position. Defender here is Deng. To Abe. Fujiwara under pressure. Abe for Deng. Here comes Yuto Horigome here for a much improved Niigata in the second half. Much better than they were in the first. This is Endo. Akiyama. Hasegawa. Hasegawa, Taniguchi. Takayama, can they open up FC Tokyo here? Horigome. Hasegawa. Hasegawa here between two players. There will come Koizumi here for FC Tokyo. It's Anzai given away. This is Nagakura, all rather tight. They want an offside here. Nagakura's still in the mix for Niigata. And there is indeed going to be a flag here for the offside they call for. An hour gone then. And here we'll see the changes happen. And the first one's going to be coming on here, Kuyu Matsuki. Matsuki, player who has enormous support here in the stadium. Lots of fans with his number 7 jersey. He'll replace Diego Oliveira. He's not done much at all today, has he? So the armband moves on to Kuryu Matsuki. He has scored twice so far. Player who was left out of the Olympic squad for Japan. Scored their cup goal in the midweek loss here. As I say, a player they adore here with FC Tokyo, Matsuki. Two goals, 4 assists so far there. His shirt's held aloft. He is a difference maker. Handing 6 goals in J1 so far this season for Kuryu Matsuki. Here is Matsuki on for Keita Endo. Endo, no foul given. There is going to be a free kick actually. Referee saw there was no advantage there to playing on for FC Tokyo, so the foul given on Keita Endo by Fujiwara. And the ball grabbed by the fresh legs of Kuryu Matsuki. Second best in the second half so far, FC Tokyo, but that change has just given them, you feel, a shot in the arm again. On the free kick here, Matsuki's there, so too is Tokomoto. Can they double a lead on the set piece? One-goal game still. It's left for Matsuki. Matsuki's shot kept it low. Abe is behind it with a, in the end, fairly routine save for Niigata. Horigome. Horigome into the feet of Akiyama here. Won by Matsuki. Koizumi. All the way through there for Anzai. Shimada. Hit long and high. Here's Hasegawa for Albirex Niigata. Here towards Taniguchi. They do in the second half have more threat about them, don't they? Niigata in the second period. More aggression, more adventure with that possession from them since half-time. It's Thomas Deng for Endo. Hasegawa for Fujiwara. Deng. Abe. Just boxed in here by the high press coming from FC Tokyo. Does like an aggressive pressing system, Klimovsky. Here comes Deng. Hasegawa for Horigome. Nagakura. Wide now to find Hasegawa for Niigata. It's Hasegawa still. Needs support here. Arriving on the scene is Horigome. In the box, he's got 5 to find here. Comes back out to Hasegawa. Horigome. Now Shimada for Taniguchi. And Taniguchi's cross, and good hands there from Taishi Brandon Nozawa for FC Tokyo. It was quick release. It's his team on the front foot here with Tokumoto. Cool. Matsuki. Cool. Here to Tokumoto. Options here. Matsuki among them. Wide now to Keita Endo. Endo. It's for Matsuki's run, but the pass overhit there for FC Tokyo. Well, since coming on, certainly Matsuki has given the attack rather more than we saw from Diego Oliveira for long spells today. And here, the much adored Matsuki, on his first shot of the game was this one to draw the save. By Deng. This is Kosuke Shirai. Shirai for Teruhito Nakagawa. Kimoto. Midway point of the second half at Kokuritsu, the national stadium in Tokyo. Matsuki will not chase down here because the ball's always going to be with Deng. But certainly a game that Niigata will feel they are more than in here, only a goal down. Since half-time, the ones who've asked more questions so far than we saw in the first half. This is Yuzuru Shimada. Endo. Just feel the play sometimes a little too ponderous, Niigata. Akiyama. Wide now to Komi. Endo. Akiyama. To move the ball quicker here, don't they, in possession? Deng. Shimada. Well, again, a long spell of possession there has come to nothing for Albirex Niigata. Another change coming for the home club. We're going to see Leon Nozawa, an attacker, on very shortly. His first start last month in the Empress Cup. He's a young man who's only come on 3 times in J1 so far. It's Komi. 6 here is Ryu Endo. Deng. Horigome, misplaced pass, it's up here to Matsuki. Anzai's pass blocked by Horigome. Now the game's last 20 minutes or so. This is Deng for Albirex Niigata to involve Endo. Komi. Fujiwara. Deng for Horigome. Hasegawa. They've scored goals in all but 2 of their away league matches this season, Albirex Niigata. Hear the change, and so coming on here it will be Leon Nozawa, who will take the place of the goal scorer Keita Endo, who will depart having scored that early goal. Here, this one on 6 minutes. Game's only goal and potential match winner so far for Keita Endo. First goal since April in J1 for him. So Nozawa, who is a rookie, 20 years of age, coming on here for his 4th game from the bench. Last 2 years out on loan to 3rd tier Sagamihara and Matsumoto Yamaga. Debut in April in the J-League Cup, and as I say, has yet to start a J1 match or score a goal for the first team. Deng. Deng will chase this. It stays in play too. Good work there from Deng, but only really to serve the benefit of FC Tokyo. It's Thomas Deng, a very assured and elegant defender in that defensive line for Albirex Niigata. Is Nakagawa's 50th J1 game for FC Tokyo. This is Yota Komi. Needs options, needs support here, Komi. Endo. It's Deng again for Albirex Niigata. Deng dropped in here towards Nagakura. Oka heads it away. Fujiwara under pressure from Matsuki. Koyu Matsuki now, helped on to Leon Nozawa. Nozawa, and the shots, it came off Deng. Behind for a corner here, Matsuki shot off the shins of Thomas Deng, and behind for a corner for FC Tokyo. Since coming on, Matsuki's given them certainly a more aggressive edge going forward in the second half. And then Deng's block at his own goalkeeper for a moment there, wrong-footed by it. And the rain in the Japanese capital, a corner for FC Tokyo, taken here by Shuhei Tokumoto. By Tokumoto, the ball cleared away by Shimada. high ball sent in towards Kimoto. Tokumoto. And Deng there with a key header because Oka behind him there was in with almost a free strike at goal. Well, Deng a busy man in that defensive line now for Albirex. FC Tokyo begin to really turn the screw now in search of a second goal to put this game to bed, you feel. And Tokumoto on the corner here for FC Tokyo. Kimoto in the mix. To Matsuki. Corner taken by Tokumoto, there by Nagakura. Takehiro Ko. There by Shimada, falls here to Kimoto. Nakagawa. Kimoto. Nakagawa pulled back. Cleared by Akiyama. Free kick has been given the way of Niigata. Change is coming, a double change for Niigata. You're going to see them take off. Taniguchi, who's run at successive goal-scoring games, ended 3. His place taken by Yuji Ono. Also, Itaro Matsuda coming on, facing Hasegawa. Both attacking changes as they chase the match in the last 15 minutes. Sort of number 22 coming on, a player on loan from Yokohama F. Marinos. He's never scored in 54 games in J1. Deng. On the near side here, here's Matsuda. Fresh legs and fresh ideas. Matsuda and Fujiwara's shot. First real save of the game there, really, for Nozawa. Matsuki. Kimoto. Ko. Kimoto pressured there by Komi. Oh, the clearance on a good one. There's going to be a flag here surely against Komi offside. Well, a big chance for Soya Fujiwara here to make it 1-1 for Albirex Niigata, but found the goalkeeper Nozawa in defiant and firm mood to block it away with the boot. Stays 1-0 then. This is Yasuki Kimoto. Matsuki. Matsuki for Shirai. Shirai. And now the chase is on. This is Koizumi in. Nozawa's in to make it 2-0. What a time to score your first goal in the J1 League. Well, the buffer now 2 goals. And for Leon Nozawa, a moment he will never ever forget. His first goal in the Japanese top division comes in the national stadium, no less. He will drink in every last bit of applause that his first goal for FC Tokyo in J1, and that could well be the one to clinch this game on a Kokuritsu day. It's a special goal for a young man who makes his mark on J1 for the first time. Leon Nozawa, 2-0 FC Tokyo. A super transitional breakaway And a chance he was not about to refuse to double their money to maybe seal the win. Leon Nozawa for 2-0 FC Tokyo. And the coach's change pays off to maybe wrap up the points. A new name to cheer for these fans of FC Tokyo, Leon Nozawa. His first goal in the first team, and they lead by 2-0 now against Niigata, who have a long way back from here to save this. What is left in the tank for Albirex Niigata? Forward by Deng, in here to Ono. And Komi will chase, but covered there by Shirai. Anzai. Away here to Horigome. Ono. Nagakura. All rather tighter now, it's Nozawa. Up to Nakagawa, and that will be a free kick for FC Tokyo. They had to sit back in the second half and soak up Niigata's possession, but again, Niigata, that lack of chance creation has been an issue. And when FC Tokyo broke, they broke with a real threat and a goal menace. And that second goal of the game makes it 2-0, and is now, for Niigata, a very long way back. Tepe Oka. Shimada for Thomas Deng. Endo. This is Matsuda. Matsuda to Fujiwara here for Ono. It's a good cross, and Nagakura heads over the bar. Into the game's final 10 minutes. Zuru Shimada. This is Hiroki Akiyama. Nozawa, from those third division loans, has really, as a player, matured and now given his chance in J1, as when he's come on in cameos, been bright and busy. And that is a new club record attendance too of almost 58,000, which beats the best set last May when they drew 56,000 for the game with Kawasaki Frontale. So a new club record crowd for FC Tokyo on this special day. The biggest crowd for a home game FC Tokyo has ever seen in all competitions. Taken away here there by Taishi Brandon Nozawa. And from Deng. Touch on there from Akiyama. Began the day, FC Tokyo in 8th place of the 20 in J1. Only 3 points on the top 5 before this one began, so this would be a big win for FC Tokyo today to close the gap on the leading pack. Tokamoto. Tokamoto. Oka. To Matsuki. Two more Niigata changes here. They're going to bring on the fit again Eiji Miyamoto, who's coming back from a fractured eye socket. Came on in the cup game in midweek, his first game since that injury back in May. So Shimada off for Miyamoto. And also Nagakura makes way here for Yoshiaki Takagi, the one who's had injury problems in recent years. is Ko for Kimoto. Chase on here for Shirai. Away will come Niigata here into the feet of Miyamoto. Miyamoto again. Long ball here for Ono to chase, but that should be with goalkeeper Nozawa. Tokamoto. And the club are close. Tokyo to 3 points here. High ball, they're helped on its way by Soma Anzai. Was offside for FC Tokyo. So Niigata would certainly not be too far clear of the relegation danger with defeat here, and if results below them were to go against them, they could be in hot water by the end of match day 23. 10th place in J1 last season on their return from a 5-year stay in J2. Ball in here towards Ono. And their defender Tokamoto on his chest, really cool and calm to control things for FC Tokyo. Klimovsky's team are close to 3 important points, but they're not there yet. On the chase here now is Matsuda. Matsuda still. And that weight of now 54 and a bit games for a first goal in J1 goes on for Eitada Matsuda. His only goals for the club came in their second division promotion in 2022. And this one, he was well closed down, but a finish of a man who's maybe in front of goal a bit low on belief. So here comes a three-way change. We will now see Nagatomo coming on, as well as club captain Masato Morishige. Also in midfield, Riki Harakawa as well. So 3 players coming on. Take off the new father, Kimoto, among them. So Anzai, Kimoto, and also Nagakawa. The players who are taken off here for FC Tokyo. Turns 38 in September, Nagatomo. And of course, for his long spells with Inter and Galatasaray and Marseille in the European game. Yeah, those 3 late changes made by FC Tokyo by Peter Klimovsky. Just see this one across the line for FC Tokyo. He's a great organiser, Nagatomo. With the national team, 142 caps. Here's Thomas Deng for Albirex Niigata. You need 2 goals in around 4 minutes, less than that. Deng, Horigome. Time is racing away here for Albirex Niigata to find those 2 goals. Horigome into Ono. Just broke away there from Takagi. Takagi's cross for Ono, runs on here towards Matsuda. He'll keep it alive here for Niigata. Matsuda. Miyamoto. By possession now, Niigata 64%, and yet they're 2-0 down. Ahead of their season's average too of over 57. Here's Takagi. Cross in towards Ono. Another fruitless final ball for Albirex Niigata. We need to address that going forward. So much of the ball, but so little coming from it. It's been a smash and grab by the home team, FC Tokyo, today, you feel. Up on here by Nozawa. This is Harakawa. Koizumi. Harakawa. Matsuki. Angle tight. It's a goal kick. It's a super noise in that record FC Tokyo crowd of over 57,000. Over 1,000 more than the previous best set last season here when they played Kawasaki Frontale in May. Deng. Endo. This is Fujiwara. Only a fourth FC Tokyo clean sheet. If they can get this one across the line, its current 2-0 scoreline. Here is Takagi. Takagi on to Matsuda. It's Takagi. Deflection. Going to see the board go up to tell us how much we'll play on for beyond the 90-minute mark. Fourth official today is Kazuyoshi Enomoto. His board says 6 minutes. A goal today then for Taniguchi. Horigome. Ko. To Matsuki. Oh, it's Harakawa. Shirai. Komi. Placed by Nagatomo. Couldn't find Takagi. It's a good turn by Harakawa here, but just forced back by Deng. And Matsuki takes it on. Cool. Room to maybe work in for Tokumoto now for FC Tokyo. Dropped in towards Nozawa, but read by Miyamoto. Maybe a free kick, shirt pull there by Shohei Tokumoto. The masterclass so far really in how to play a team who like to keep possession from FC Tokyo. Never really in any danger, any spell in this game. They've been able to absorb whatever they've had to face from Albirex Niigata so far. Let them play in front of them and keep the ball, but when they've broken with the 2 goals they've shown on the counter, a real thrust FC Tokyo today. Here's Matsuda. Fujiwara. Takagi. Deng. Horigome to Ono. They've scored goals in the last 15 league matches, Niigata. Nothing today so far. Can they find a goal here in added time? This is Matsuda. And clipped in. That shot is very tame. Straight at the goalkeeper, Nozawa. Three wins from 3 in this stadium this season for FC Tokyo. Endo scored the one which got them on their way just 6 minutes in. Endo. Horigome. To Komi. Harakawa. Now to Ko. Horigume coming across to cover for Niigata. MEIJI Miyamoto. Horigume, Miyamoto. Miyamoto does well here for Komi. Miyamoto again. Runs on now to Takagi. Matsuda. Matsuda does really well here. Matsuda still pulls it back, and the shot by Miyamoto blocked. Will be a free kick, but you wonder why there, when he got in, Matsuda chose to pass and not shoot. To say a player who has found goals very scarce. There is the Olympics-bound Ryotaro Araki. And the goalkeeper Nozawa depart for Paris in the coming days in that Olympic Games tournament. A throw for FC Tokyo. His goal, the second one to really seal the win today for FC Tokyo. Nearing now the final minute of added time. Tokomoto. Given away, it's come here to Takahiro Ko. Nagatomo. Ko. Drawn towards the offside, Matsuki. The time then here for a consolation maybe for Niigata in the game's final added minutes. He will know time is almost up. Klimovsky's team are on the cusp. Here's Miyamoto to Akiyama. Komi. Endo. Deng. The game's final second, surely. Fujiwara. On here to Matsuda. Matsuda still. Matsuda for Ono. Matsuda, and the shots on here for Miyamoto maybe. Horigume, the cross repelled and cleared away. Horigume again, oh, and turned away, ball is loose, is it? Held just by Nozawa. In front of a club record crowd, FC Tokyo take all 3 points at the National Stadium. Today goals from Keita Endo and from a first senior goal for the club by Leon Nozawa to seal a 2-0 win as they close the gap on the teams in the top 5 in J1. Albirex had all the possession, but FC Tokyo on the breakaway were a constant menace. Endo's superb early goal set the game's tone and tempo for FC Tokyo before in the second half Leon Nozawa's first goal in the first team seals all 3 points for the team from the capital. And they celebrate a big win today over the lowly club from Niigata, who didn't manage, in truth, a serious strike on goal until very late in the game in this one today. No goal today for Taniguchi or for Niigata. The final score here, FC Tokyo 2, Albirex Niigata 0. Niigata, it's been a difficult week in the wake of that 6-1 cut loss at the hands of second-tier Vivara Nagasaki. They lose a league game today to make it another league defeat, 2 on the spin now for them in the wake of last week's home loss to Sagan Tosu. And this is the first time in 16 league games they've failed to score as they fall to a 2-goal defeat as FC Tokyo welcome back as well today Kuyu Matsuki from the bench, who came on and was a handful in that second half. His return, another boost for FC Tokyo today. And this young man's first senior goal, Leon Nozawa, for FC Tokyo to dot the I's and cross the T's and seal the win today by 2-0 on this Kokuritsu Day, a J-League showcase day, a special occasion for the J-League, and a game which delivered as well with a home win for the capital city club FC Tokyo by 2-0 over Albirex Niigata. Well, celebrations for the home team as they look to close the gap on the current top 5 in J1. Endo's goal, the perfect start today for them, and the return to from the bench of Matsuki.
こちらには FC 東京の野沢レオン選手にお越しいただきました。勝利おめでとうございます。まずはこの国立5万8000人近く集まった国立で J1 初ゴールで勝利に貢献しました。今の気持ち聞かせてください。
いやー、ちょっと昨日の夜からたくさん人が入るっていうのを知ってて結構緊張してたんですけど、まあでも